We've all had that dream of waking up and seeing that your channel has finally blown up. Views exploding, subscribers rocketing up by the seconds, but in pursuit of that moment, a lot of us fall into the same trap and stumble into a hidden addiction that no one talks about. And it quietly destroys your motivation and your love for content creation. So what is this addiction? How does it keep you stuck? And how can you break free before it ruins your whole YouTube journey? When I uploaded my first 10 YouTube videos, I enjoyed every part of the process. Speaking to camera, editing the video, designing the thumbnail, it was all fresh and new to me, and I was really excited. And the passion I felt for these processes and improving myself over time has led me to this point where I've made over 160 YouTube videos, and it's my whole career content creation now. But there was one thing at the start that I found really exhilarating that went a bit downhill. My videos started getting views, and soon one of my favourite parts was checking the analytics. I used to check my YouTube studio every day at the start. Then I made a load more videos, and all of a sudden I was checking my analytics every few hours. But then at some point along the journey, it led to me checking it every single hour, and then sometimes even every 15 minutes, just to see if there was any progress with any of my uploads. But it got to the point where it was almost like a tick. Whenever I was opening up a new browser, it was quickly hit the bookmark for YouTube Studio and check if anything's happened. And of course, 99% of the time, nothing will have happened. A problem a lot of us small creators slip into is that we're so passionate about our YouTube dreams and the possibility of a video going viral, we start checking our analytics like slot machines. Each refresh of the page felt like a throw of the dice or opening a present, chasing that one new sub or a few new views. And like how people get hooked on scrolling TikTok, I felt like I needed to see some good progress or good analytics to feel fulfilled. But why is this so dangerous? You're just checking numbers, right? The harsh reality is that for the first 6 months to 2 years on YouTube, the numbers are going to be pretty awful and nowhere near probably what you expected when you first started, when you see all these YouTubers getting hundreds of thousands. Growth can be painfully slow, and by checking so frequently, you almost guarantee disappointment. And then that disappointment turns into frustration and then burnout, and then even the possibility of you quitting. Because this addiction of constantly checking your analytics, it keeps your focus on the results and the view counts, stuff that isn't really in your control, and not the actual improvement that you're making to your content and how far you've come. And this slowly starts to make content creation more toxic and less enjoyable. Now, a lot of creators have gone through this stage and then they've thought, but when the numbers are good, it won't be a problem anymore. But it's well documented that that isn't the case. Even if your channel takes off, it's the same issue, it's just the numbers have changed. What used to make you really excited, 1,000 views, now feels like a failure because you're at 10k a video. And when that's maybe even tied to you putting food on the table and earning money, it can take a toll on you mentally and emotionally. So how do you stop yourself from having the same issue? Rule number 1, delete the YouTube Studio app. I haven't had this for years because it just made things even worse. You shouldn't have to check your analytics on the road. Then number 2 is start limiting the amount of checks you have. Make a real conscious effort of only checking your analytics twice a day at first, then maybe once a day, and then maybe move it to you only check it every time you need to upload a video, and that's where you do all your replying to comments once a week. Just try and disassociate your enjoyment for this process and your fulfillment from numbers that you can't control yet. And number 3 is kind of similar, just double down into the content creation processes. Really obsess about your editing or your thumbnails or how to talk to camera more authentically. Because the more you focus on these things and you focus on being creative, not only does that fulfill you more, but it'll also improve your videos so they could get better views. Because if you're a small creator like me, there's no way you're gonna last years and years doing this if you've always got your head in your analytics. Because you're gonna see 20 views, 50 views, 1 or 2 unsubs, or a random hate comment of someone telling you you're terrible. Now, a lot of you may be thinking, but I don't want to just completely remove looking at analytics, because it is also important in pointing you in the right direction of what videos to make and what performed well. The goal of this video isn't to make you completely ignore numbers, it's to stop you worshipping them and putting all of your hope and fulfillment on them. You'll last longer, make better content, and enjoy the whole process more if you stop beating your mental health with all the bad results that you've got so far. The key to success on YouTube and in anything in life is that you need to keep creating and keep working when there isn't any success to check. Putting the work in when no one's watching is how all your favourite creators started. Now, a massive thing that's sweeping the internet and the content creation space at the moment is AI. And there's loads of tools you can use to help you make content faster and better. But there's also a few of them that you definitely shouldn't use because it ruins your videos. Watch this video here to see what they are and how you can make content that's still authentic.